Well, it's an interesting community that has changed a lot over the last 40 years.
Used to be big with fishing and lumber. Both those are not happening too much now, but it's a beautiful place to live.
The people who you take care of, the vast majority anyway, are just very down-to-earth, hard-working folks.
Humboldt County spans an area of the California coast that is roughly the size of Connecticut and is home to about 160,000 people. The closest metropolitan area is a 5-hour drive away, meaning this rural population is fully dependent on their local doctors for medical care.
I think rural medicine is somewhat different than urban medicine in a variety of ways. You have to really be dedicated to having a broad base of knowledge, and sometimes being the only physician that can take care of the problem without the ability to refer immediately to specialists or subspecialties.
In an era where we are specializing more and more and then subspecializing within those specialties, to have a doctor that has the kind of comprehensive understanding of a family practice is ever more important. Bill has that.
Bill is Dr. Bill Hunter, who came to Humboldt County shortly after medical school in search of a simple life and innovative ways to practice medicine.
He makes a difference in the rural community's ability to provide the necessary care for our patients. He's a mover, he's a shaker.
He stands out, though, as an exceptional physician, one that I would personally go to.
He's also a great country doctor. Like I say, I have fallen. He's stitched me up, he's set my bones. He's, as far as I'm concerned, he's about the only doctor I need to go to.
I did my training in Sacramento, and when I finished residency, we started in Willits and we went north until we found a place. And what we found in Garberville was a little hospital where there were only 2 doctors, and so they needed a doctor. So I worked at the hospital covered the emergency room there every third night and every third weekend. I did that for 20 years, actually. And at the same time, there was a little hippie clinic over in Redway that attracted my attention. We were all interested in doing alternative modalities and things, and so I offered to bring Western medicine perspective into that and kind of an integrated approach. And for me, it was perfect because I was all interested in those alternative things, but I was trained in standard Western medicine, so I could bring that dimension. And at the same time, I could do the emergency room work and the hospital work that I'd been trained to do at the hospital there.
Since then, Dr. Hunter has become a vital part of the North Coast community. He is now the Chief Medical Officer of the Open Door Community Health Centers, which serves 90,000 people in the Humboldt and Del Norte counties.
Open Door is the largest primary care provider on the North Coast. In fact, the largest primary care provider north of Santa Rosa. And Bill is the Chief Medical Officer of that group. And he has a talent in leadership that is extraordinary. He leads by example, and through that gains the respect of all his colleagues.
Dr. Hunter is working with a colleague. I don't feel like when we work together that I'm working for him. I work with him. He works with all of us as a member of the team.
That administrative position means that he's responsible for some of the most complex and complicated medical problems, and the overseeing of many doctors who are providing direct patient care, and he has to oversee all of that, which means he's got a huge job, and I think that's a significant benefit to the people of Humboldt County.
Humboldt County in particular it's a very, very poor area. A lot of unemployment, a lot of poverty, a lot of people on disability, high percentage of people on Medi-Cal. And our clinic is probably a third or maybe even half of primary care. And so that's surprising to me that the the thing when we started out taking care of really marginalized people, that now we've become so much a big part of the primary care network in California.
It's extraordinary to have a doctor like Dr. Hunter anywhere, but to have an individual of that quality choose to make his career in a more remote rural area and give of his talents when the options have been given to him to be just about anywhere he would like to be is extraordinary, and we are thankful for that, and I think that it's been one of the gifts that Open Door has experienced is his leadership.
Dr. Hunter's commitment to quality rural care and his tremendous talent is why he has been awarded the California Medical Association's 2016 Frederick K.M. Plessner Memorial Award.
It has been a distinct pleasure to be associated with you, to work with you, to play music with you. And it is my good fortune to live and work in an area, a rural area, in which you practice and have provided me with the kind of care for patients that I've needed to practice good general surgery.
Dr. Hunter, I am so proud of you and for what you have done for Humboldt County and rural community healthcare. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. You know, I mean, you've been a great doctor for me and a friend.
Well, Bill, I can't imagine anyone deserving this honor more than you. I appreciate the fact that you have spent your career with us, and I want to honor you in saying thanks for being the best amongst the best.
I feel lucky to be a physician. I feel energized by being a physician. I feel honored to be able to be a physician. I feel like when people get up and people plan weeks sometime in advance to come and see me, they get up in the morning, they dress a certain way, they come to the clinic, they go through a lot just so they can get in front of me and ask me what I think about things. I mean, that's a huge honor and a privilege that I never take for granted.